Hey guys, I am back with a brand new walkthrough of Spongebob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom on the Xbox. And this is also my first walkthrough that I'm ever posting that is being recorded on my new laptop that I just bought last October. And it runs on Windows 10. It'll be my first walkthrough along with Spyro 3
Are you ready, kids?
to ever be recorded on my new laptop. So now it's a game developed by Heavy Iron Studios, and it starts out in front of SpongeBob's house. SpongeBob's standing in front of his house as it's Spongebob, SquarePants, and Battle for Bikini Bottom. So now we can press the start button. We're gonna begin a new game, and it does use an autosave feature. So every time you collect a golden spatula, it autosaves for you.
Are you ready, kids?
And we're gonna start our save content on the third save slot that I saved for it here. Alright, so now let's begin the game. As it starts out in Bikini Bottom.
Welcome to Bikini Bottom, a normally peaceful undersea sanctuary. Today it will be transformed into a theater of pure horror, wherein our little yellow friend will play the starring role.
And it takes place starting in the chum bucket.
I have devised an ingenious plan to finally steal the Krabby Patty formula. And if Bikini Bottom happens to get demolished in the process, oh well.
That's how an evil of a
With
sea
my
creature
brand
are.
new Duplicatotron 3000, I'll clone an army of robots that will wreak mayhem and destruction at my command.
How very evil of you,
One last
Plankton.
review of the checklist. Let's see. Item number 1. Is Plankton a genius? Answer yes. Okay, checklist complete. Throw in the switch. Welcome, my perfectly obedient robot army. Hang on. I want to get a photo for my scrapbook. Hey, hello? What do you think you're doing?
Forgot to set the switch to obey Plankton.
No, wait! But I'm your master! I made you! No! Oh, my good China!
And now instead of following Plankton's commands, they start to run amok.
Another perfect day playing robots and racehorses.
Yeah, only I keep getting the racehorses and the robots mixed up.
Wouldn't it be great if we had real robots to play with, Patrick? I'd name mine Robo Jr. or Zorlon or maybe Frankie.
Yeah, these unreal robots are getting boring. Hey, what if we put the robots in here?
Oh, how shellfish of you.
It's not just any shell. It's my magic wishing shell.
Wow, that's great, Patrick.
So we put the toy robots in here.
Okay.
Then we say the magic wishing words and shake the magic wishing shell.
Okay.
Then we go to sleep, and in the morning, we'll have real robots to play with!
But Patrick, aren't we going to say the magic wishing words?
You already did!
So, okay is the magic wishing word?
It used to be Alakazama Alabala Wiesna Tikitana Fushbar Griddle Bits von Wiederschnauzer, but I kept forgetting it.
Are you sure this'll work?
Sure! Last week, I only had one big cookie crumb and I was really hungry, so I put my cookie crumb in the magic wishing shell, then I said the magic wishing word and shook it, and in the morning I had lots of little cookie crumbs!
Patrick, I proclaim that tomorrow is going to be the best day ever.
Good night, SpongeBob.
Good night, Patrick.
Not really that point of a
Next, Melanie.
cutscene, but it's okay to begin with.
Gonna play with robots, gonna play with robots, gonna play with robots, gonna play with... Whoa! Gary, did you do that?
Your Bikini Bottom stinks. Good one, Gary. Even though you didn't do it.
Yeah, Gary. It sure looks like we're in a doozy of a pickle. I think I'm gonna have to learn a lot in order to fix this mess. Meow! What a fantastic idea! These signs will provide important tips to help me out.
And it's a sign with a question mark on it.
How do I read the signs?
You just read the question mark. That's all you have to do.
Meow! Oh, okay. Press this button to read the signs.
So we have to pull the R trigger to read the question mark on the signs.
Meow! So if I want to come back and talk to you again, just walk up to you and press this button. I'd better get started now, Gary. I think that this is going to be a very long day.
A long day it will be indeed, as we have to explore the rest of Spongebob's house. Now, before I get into the gameplay, I just want to clarify that I did say that Jimmy Neutron Jet Fusion was going to be my only Nick game that I'm ever going to play to do a walkthrough of, but I take that back. I'm doing a walkthrough of Spongebob Battle for Bikini Bottom just to get in preparation for Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, which is actually going to be coming this June, as they already have a release date for it. I've even play tested Rehydrated in PAX East last February. And also, I have tried a numerous amount of times to record this walkthrough, but they didn't work out. So let's just hope that this recording turns out to be fine, or turns out to be good. And SpongeBob is a pretty good TV show, as I'll talk more about it later. So why don't we go up to that TV?
Breaking news! Bikini Bottom residents have been attacked by a raging torrent of robot horror!
So much for fixing this quietly.
Authorities are not sure who is responsible for unleashing the mechanical menaces, but they have assured us that the person is in big, big trouble!
Uh-oh.
Did I say big trouble? I meant so enormous that it's hard to comprehend trouble! We'll keep you posted as this tragic story unfolds. Tragically, we're sure.
So it looks like that robot mess has ended up on the news, and no one is sure who is responsible for it. It's obviously Plankton, but no one knows that, not even SpongeBob. This is what I found out that you can do with the TV. Once you bubble spin it, it changes channels. And I just found that out a few weeks ago. Seems pretty interesting. And also now since this is 2020, I'll try my best not to talk during the cutscenes, although most of what's in this game are dialogue. I can talk in between dialogue, but when there are a few cutscenes, then I'll try not to talk during them, because this isn't really 2010. Back then, there are some YouTube gamers who did talk during cutscenes. But it just ruins the story. It's just not best to talk during the story. of the game. So I'll try my best, don't worry. And now once we go into the kitchen, let's go walk up to this typewriter.
A note from Mr. Krabs! And it even smells sweaty, just like him.
Ahoy there, Spongebob! As a faithful crew member of the Krusty Krab, you've been, promoted to head shiny object collector.
And the typewriter talks just like Mr. Krabs.
Wow! A promotion!
That's right, a promotion! So what this here new job entails is you collecting all these shiny objects that the robots are leaving behind and bringing them to me. Now stop seahorsing around and get busy collecting.
So Mr. Krabs is asking us to collect some shiny objects. And also Mr. Krabs isn't voiced by Clancy Brown in this game. You know, Clancy Brown, who is the voice actor who voiced Dr. Cortex in Crash Bandicoot. Speaking of shiny objects, when you walk up to the sign, it tells you what these are. These are the collectibles of the game. SpongeBob will need to collect them in order to find the source of the robot menace. There are also 5 of them with different colors, with red, yellow, green, blue, and purple, with red being the most common and least valuable. However, for the purple one, it's the most rare and the most valuable, and they are usually harder to find or are in more dangerous places. These are your gems and wumpa fruits of this game.
I'd make myself a snack, but there's no time!
Well, you do need to eat. You can make yourself a snack anytime. But anyway, let's go to the bathroom, where you can use the right thumbstick to rotate the camera. And I don't really need to explain that much, since you all know how to rotate the camera. You can use it to take a look at some of the shiny objects that are around. And now that we have 60 shiny objects, we're gonna go first in SpongeBob's room, since you need 10 shiny objects to enter the bedroom.
Maybe a little bounce on the old bed.
We'll collect more shiny objects here. And hello, there are 2 signs. Why don't we go up to this one? This is a pair of SpongeBob's underwear. You'll lose a pair every time he gets hit, either by robots or if he touches dangerous objects or surfaces. Or for the first time, he gets hit by a safe. Just to demonstrate. Once SpongeBob has lost all his underwear, he must start that area over again. SpongeBob may get back underwear he has lost by collecting additional pairs along the way. So he starts out with 3, and then once you find golden underwear hidden in Bikini Bottom, you can wear more than 3 pairs.
I feel like a new sponge.
And also the sign tells SpongeBob to jump. So pressing A can let you jump. Pressing A again while in midair lets you double jump. Again, I do not need to explain on how to jump. And SpongeBob even has a diving board above his bed, which seems pretty nice. And a foghorn to wake him up for work. Now we need 20 shiny objects to enter Spongebob's attic. Which is what we have, so why don't we go in?
This is where I keep all my old comic books.
So there are a bunch more shiny objects in the attic. Why don't we go up to one of these signs? Yeah, you can press the black button to see how well Spongebob is doing. As it shows how many shiny objects you've collected, how many golden spatulas, number of Patrick's socks, and the number of pairs of underwear SpongeBob has.
It shines!
And now some of these signs will show you how to do some bubble moves. Like this one right here. You can press X to do bubble spin. SpongeBob may use a bubble spin to smash open tikis or push buttons or defeat most robots. And yes, you can do a bubble spin while you jump. So just like that, pressing the button will make objects appear or does something else. And once you break open the tikis, you get some shiny objects. And if you break open 3 or more tikis, then you do get yourself a combo. So now let's go up to this sign. So the B button in midair will make SpongeBob do a bubble bounce attack. It can smash tikis or robots that are directly below SpongeBob. And buttons as well. But you can only do it during a jump. Oh wait. This is what a bubble bounce is. Sorry about that. And pressing the button while using the bubble bounce makes this trampoline appear. You can use it to get that shiny object over there. And now the Y button while on the ground will make SpongeBob do a bubble bash attack. It can smash tikis or robots that are directly above SpongeBob. And why did that show? And when you see this icon, SpongeBob can stand on it and bubble bash to break tikis directly above him. So it looks like SpongeBob was blocking the way, even though this was unintentional. So yeah, pressing the Y could make SpongeBob do a bubble bash, which makes a beach ball appear. And it can also be used to break those tikis. Before we use that beach ball, you can see how well SpongeBob is doing in every level of the game once you press the start button. And I don't need to explain some of it. But yeah, it does show how SpongeBob is doing in each level of the game. And then for each golden spatulas that SpongeBob knows about, pressing the A button when the hint for a golden spatula is selected, you can take a taxi directly to the area of that spatula from anywhere in the game. Did not need to explain that. Well, some of it, that is. I don't really like explaining things, but it could be helpful for some of you. If you haven't played this game, that is. And I use this beach ball to press that button over there. And you can use that trampoline to get up to those platforms. And now what could the sock be doing here, you say? Well, we'll find out what this sock is used for once we get into Bikini Bottom. So anyway, why don't we go back to the living room then? As we need 50 shiny objects to open this door to enter the closet. And then this is a golden spatula that I need to unlock new areas of Bikini Bottom. Spongebob will need to collect many golden spatulas in order to find and defeat the source of the rampaging robots. Indeed he will, so once you walk up to a golden spatula, Spongebob blows kisses for you, as that's how he celebrates by collecting golden spatula. So anyway, now that we've gotten everything in SpongeBob's house, why don't we go to Bikini Bottom, as we need one golden spatula to enter Bikini Bottom.
There's nothing like the sounds of your own neighborhood.
Which is Bikini Bottom, of
Go
course.
away, SpongeBob. You're polluting my thinking space.
And it's Plankton.
Trying to steal the Krabby Patty formula again, eh, Plankton? Well, you won't get away with it.
I've got bigger fish to fry. I've got to figure out how to regain control of the chum bucket from those robots.
Where did they come from?
Where? I don't know. Not for me, though, that's for sure. They just showed up out of nowhere and started calling me rude names and throwing things. They even bent all my spoons. I love those spoons like they were my children.
Don't lie to me, Plankton. You were the one who caused this robot mess.
That's terrible.
Oh, won't you help me stop them? Before they bend all my forks?
Not the forks! Of course I'll help. But wait, I'm supposed to collect a whole lot of golden spatulas.
Golden spatulas, eh? SpongeBob, if you could get me back into the chum bucket, I'll give you a bucket full of golden spatulas. In your dreams.
Spoiler alert, he won't really give you a bucket full of golden spatulas.
You've got a deal.
And then this is what happened when you talk to Plankton again.
What are you waiting for, SpongeBob? Show those robots who's boss! Me!
So anyway, let's collect
Nice.
some shiny objects. The jellyfish field level is open, but for some other levels you do need a certain amount of golden spatulas to enter them. So anyway, SpongeBob used to be my favorite show when I was a kid. And seasons 1 through 3 was where it's at. The classics were so good. Now the movie was okay. And then season 4 and everything else wasn't really that great. Although there might have been some SpongeBob episodes, season 4 and so on, that might have been decent and maybe worth watching. But there are some others that aren't really that worth watching. And also, as you all know, the creator of SpongeBob passed away, Steven Hillenburg. May he rest in peace. But the SpongeBob series is still continuing on. And then I'm only going to do one SpongeBob game, which is Battle for Bikini Bottom, which must be the best SpongeBob game in this series. So the reason why I'm doing Battle for Bikini Bottom is because Revenge of the Flying Dutchman is such a simple game, and I've never even played the SpongeBob movie game. But this is the best that I have for a SpongeBob video game, which is Battle for Bikini Bottom. And it's also getting a remaster, Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. I did play test it during PAX East in Boston last February, and it was oh so good. But it was only the Jellyfish Fields level that I play tested. So anyway, let's talk to some characters, well, NPCs such as Mr. Krabs over there.
SpongeBob, this flapping robot crisis is making the Krusty Krab lose money like a sinking ship. No money means no more Krusty Krab. No more Krusty Krab means no more fry cooking for you.
No more fry cooking?
Aw, poor SpongeBob. Won't be able to fry cook with all this robot mess.
But because you're gullible, I'm gonna help you out. And of course make a small profit in return. I've got a few golden spatulas that I'll be willing to trade to you for some of those shiny objects.
You will?
Of course. What are employers for? Besides, them shiny objects is worth lots of money. Your treasure chest's looking a bit light, boy. Do you think I've got bilge water on the brain? I ain't running a charity here. Come back when you've got enough shiny objects to trade.
So yeah, for Mr. Krabs, you can trade a certain amount of shiny objects for a golden spatula. And you start off with 3,000, and then it keeps on growing. So it's 3,000, 3,500, 4,000, and so on. Until you reach 7,500, that is. So, yeah.
It shines.
And Squidward plays the clarinet once you go up to Squidward's house. That's what he starts doing. Squidward played the clarinet very decent in the first 3 seasons, but after season 4, well, season 4 and so on, Squidward wasn't really that great at playing the clarinet in some episodes. So anyway, why don't we go up to Patrick, who has a sock with him.
Hey, Patrick. Nice sock.
What sock?
The one you're standing on.
Oh, that one. It's lost.
Well, if that one's lost, where are your other socks?
Well, they're more lost. A bunch of robots came through here and stole my whole sock collection. I could use some help getting them back.
Sure thing, Patrick. What are best friends for?
Okay then, for every 10 socks you bring back to me, I'll give you a golden turkey baster.
You mean spatula?
Bless you.
So yeah, that is one of Patrick's lost socks. So the first one is right here. Well, technically the first one was in SpongeBob's house. As for every 10 you collect, with 80 altogether, you get a golden spatula for each 10. You do need 10 golden spatulas to enter Goo Lagoon. And then 15 golden spatulas to enter a new part of Bikini Bottom. And now who could that be? It's a character from the episode Bubble Buddy, who is none other than Bubble Buddy himself.
Hey, Spongebob! I just dropped by to give you a bubble hand!
Bubble Buddy!
You see, you're going to need to learn some new bubble-blowing moves if you're going to journey to the 9th dimension and defeat the giant monkey man!
But all I need to do is figure out how to get rid of these robots.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I've been in the soap bottle a little too long. Where were we?
Something about new bubble moves?
Right! Press this button and you'll launch yourself straight up in the air with bubble power that defeats anything that is directly above you. Try it out!
So yeah, before I do that, why don't I collect some of those shiny objects that are on top of those tikis, including this one. So yeah, just like what we did in SpongeBob's attic, you press the Y button to do a bubble bash. Which destroys tikis, robots, or pushes buttons that are directly above SpongeBob. And now, why don't we press those buttons over here just to get something. Once you press that button, a couple of platforms appear.
Sometimes pushing a single button is the most satisfying.
And pressing this button with a bubble bounce makes another platform appear. Oh, that was a fail. So up top of Squidward's house is a pair of golden underwear.
Now I can wear 4 pairs of underwear. This is great.
And up top of SpongeBob's house is a golden spatula. And yeah, that's how you collect the golden spatula and the golden underwear up top of those 2 houses. So anyway, this is actually my last Nick game I'm ever gonna do, and also one of the last walkthroughs that are kid friendly. As you all know, I'm gonna be moving on to modern games, as well as the rest of the Harry Potter series, which seems very necessary. So let's go inside Squidward's TV.
First, those stupid robots ruined a perfectly relaxing mud bath this morning, and now you show up. Can my day get any more dreary?
I am so sorry, Squidward. Patrick and I were just playing a game and...
Oh, I correct myself. I should have known that whole robot problem involved both of you.
It was actually Plankton that caused all this mess. But again, no one knows that.
Squidward, I don't know what to do. How can I fix everything?
Why don't you move to another town? That should help out more than enough. Move to another town. I cracked me up. But seriously, just jump around like an idiot. That should at least make me smile.
And this is what happens when you talk to Squidward.
You're in my life.
We're in his light. Okay, I'll move. I'll move out of your way. And just collect those shiny objects first. And once you break everything, such as his paintings, his lounge chair, and his Squidward moose head, and once you go up to that picture of Squidward, or his self-portrait, you can bubble spin it to give him a mustache. is that what SpongeBob has wanted for Squidward to have a mustache. And now this is what happens once you jump around in front of Squidward.
Okay, just stop jumping, will you? If you take this golden spatula, will you please go away?
See, Squidward? I knew that you could help me out. You're the best.
Don't touch me.
That was a simple task to do. Just jump around and you get a golden spatula. As this is what happens when you talk to Squidward again.
Hey, Squidward.
Didn't I pay you to go away?
And now he wants us to go away. So let's go back to Bikini Bottom. And now we're not completely done yet. What we still have to do is go under Patrick's Rock, as there are some interesting things in it. And this is what Patrick's Rock looks like. Well, this is what under Patrick's Rock looks like. There isn't that much here. But there are some tikis and shiny objects. And there's even a shiny object atop that sand couch. And once you destroy that sand couch with the auto spin, a sock appears. So one of Patrick's socks are under his rock. Patrick could have found that himself. Speaking of which, you can also play as Patrick and Sandy in this game, but only when you get into some levels. Like there's a certain level where you play as Patrick and another certain level where you play as Sandy. So yeah, there's a picture of Patrick and SpongeBob. And then there's a record player, which are a thing of the past. But this is what happens when you spin the record player. The music starts playing. That's what happens. So anyway, why don't we go back to Bikini Bottom. Alright then, why don't I collect a few more of those shiny objects. And then for the next part, we will be going into Jellyfish Fields. As this is how it's going to work for this walkthrough. I will do one recording of each level, and then if the recording of the level takes more than an hour, then I'll split it into parts. So it's going to be about like 2 or 3 parts for Jellyfish Fields, as well as the rest of the other levels. And then let me just show you how to save. So you just press start, go to options by pressing X, and it says save game over here. We can save our game here on the save slot that we saved for this game. And then that's it. We are done with this first part of the walkthrough. If you like this video, be sure to give it a like, comment, and also subscribe, as that is it for the first part. And also don't forget to watch my walkthrough of Spyro Year of the Dragon, which I'll start the first part tomorrow. So I guess that is it, as I'll see you guys for the next part.